For Monica Diaz, every day is a struggle. She's homeless, and much of what she owns she carries with her. But she says it is the weight of her addiction that at times is too much to bear.
Have you overdosed in the past?
In the past, not here, but
Okay.
in the past I have.
This is the place Diaz credits with helping her cope. It's a supervised drug consumption site, the first of two to open in the country.
How often do you come?
They're open 5 days a week. I'm here every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
And the days that they're not open, what do you do?
Improvise.
Both locations are in New York City. This one is in Harlem, the other in Washington Heights. Here, users take illegal drugs with clean supplies without risk of arrest. To be clear, they are not given illegal drugs here. It's where they use drugs already in their possession.
When somebody first comes through the door, we're going to ask them what they're using and how they're using it.
In the East Harlem location, it's all done under the supervision of these medical professionals, such as Pia Marcus.
This is all of our injection and sniffing equipment, as well as our smoking equipment up here, so people can take anything that they need.
Are you guys okay?
We great.
All right.
In Washington Heights, the same protective protocols are in place, but here, many of the trained staff are also recovering addicts, like Clara Cardell.
I see you need a water. It's very easy for me to understand them, understand what they're going through.
Sam Rivera is the executive director of the program. He says they have averted more than 130 overdoses since the sites opened in November. So far, Rivera says no one has died under the staff's watch.
This wouldn't be happening if you don't show up the way you guys show up, man. The goal at the end of the day that I think we all agree on is we want to keep people alive. And if we want people to recover and get a better life, if they're dead, they can't.
You okay, sweetie?
We're checking on people constantly. If we start to see eyelid drooping or any kind of slouching, we're going right over and we're going to agitate them with a sternum grind. If we're seeing more serious overdoses or the overdoses are starting to progress, we're going to be going over to the crash cart. Our crash cart has oral airways, ambu bags, 2 different kinds of Narcan. So we keep 2 doses already prepped so that if there's an overdose and we need to use naloxone, it's already ready to go.
When you look at a facility like this, your immediate thought is, what are you doing to get these people off drugs?
We're giving them every opportunity possible to stop. Once someone says they're interested, we get them picked up, right into detox. There's a whole process in place.
Around this corner, you'll find the supervised injection site. Up the block, you'll find the largest methadone treatment facility in New York City.
Joshua Clennon is a member of the Greater Harlem Coalition. His organization is concerned that the neighborhood is already too saturated with over a dozen drug-related facilities.
We've already hosted more than our fair share, and we've been proud to do so, but we really need other communities to take on some of this burden.
Clennon says he's not surprised an attempt to open a similar type of facility in Philadelphia failed after community backlash there.
I don't want this in my neighborhood or anybody else's.
These centers remain illegal under a federal law that states you cannot operate, own, or rent a space for use of illegal substances.
De Blasio.
But when these New York City locations opened, the city's former mayor, Bill de Blasio, penned this letter of support.
City agencies stand ready to ensure successful launch, which includes a commitment to not take enforcement action against their operation.
New York's new mayor, Eric Adams, also appears to back them. And recently, the Department of Justice announced they're evaluating whether sites like these could be opened nationwide.
Do you have concerns that the federal government, at the end of the day, will look and say, we saw what you did and we don't approve?
No, I don't. I really don't. I don't, because this is a health intervention that's working. It really is.
For now, people such as Monica Diaz are glad there's a new, safer place to use. As for the day when she doesn't have to,
Do you have thoughts about getting clean? Or?
They seem distant, but
Okay.
yeah.